You're
Okay, welcome to DJ Awards Masterclass. Okay.
Alright. First question, when did you start it?
I started DJing about 1981. I used to be at university and I was putting on gigs at university, and in those days DJing wasn't a glamorous job. You didn't make any money, nobody wanted to do it, so I ended up DJing with many bands. So I have quite a different history from a lot of DJs because I started in rock music and I wasn't terribly interested in dance music at that time.
Alright,
And then I was on pirate radio in the 80s, and from that I got my DJ name, and then everything developed from that.
alright, and are you producing tracks?
Yes, I made 3 albums as Irresistible Force, the last one for Ninja Tune, and I made a couple of albums as Dreamfish, and I do many compilations, mix albums, and remixes. I'm working on a new album of my own now as well.
What do you think, which one is most successful, single or album?
Well, I made my first album in '92, and that was just at the time when the first electronic music albums came out, so it was a very big seller. And up to that point, it was all about singles, but then the album market became more important, and I think still album market is a big part of the business. Making albums is different from a single because an album is not just 10 singles, and on an album you've got more freedom to express yourself and do not just dance music, you know. So many people make albums that have got some ambient tracks and some dance tracks and different tempos. So that's my plan.
How can you describe your sound?
Well, I specialise in ambient and chill out music, and I'm a previous winner of the Best Chill Out DJ at the DJ Awards. That's how I come to be here. But I like lots of different types of music. I like house, techno, dubstep, and all kinds of music, hip hop.
And what do you think about the future DJs who don't know how to use turntables? They just use the tractor and use the button sync. You know that.
Well, I think that using computer software, it's still in the early days, but it's going to allow us to do all kinds of things in the future, and the cream will rise to the surface. People who really learn to do clever things with the software are going to be in the front, but maybe at the moment, at the beginning, people are just starting to play with the stuff.
Do you think that'd be like in advance, yeah?
I think in the future lots of things are going to happen. I mean, companies like Ableton and Traktor, they sponsor lots of events and they're looking for people who have the talent to use these amazing, powerful tools that have come out, because 10 years ago nobody had anything like this in the world, and we dreamed of what the future would bring with software. I mean, to me Ableton has just taken over my music. I don't use other software now, I do everything in Ableton.
You do everything in Ableton,
yeah.
And you use...
Not DJing, no.
Not DJing?
No.
For production?
For production, yes. And for making mixes and radio shows. I do a lot of radio, and you can easily put together a show in Ableton very, very quickly, and I love it. It's very good.
And you do mastering in Ableton as well?
I have a guy who does mastering for me, and he uses other things. He uses a Focusrite.
You just mix down and then you send it for me?
Yeah, just started now using a guy who does mastering for me, yes. And that's a skill in its own. You can spend a long time learning to do mastering, and it's not so easy. Maybe in your production course you might learn some of that.
Maybe.